EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Lawrence giving to ETN here on the option. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
2nd and 6.
60 Pittsburgh. You're not ready. Look at me. Door. Check 24. Check.
Off the option, here's ETN. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make it a 2nd down.
Check. Watch the score. Hey, Charlie. Not today. Mike's 50.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things. And they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
Dancing to his left. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Hey, Delta.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
You go tight. General West. You got tight right there. Hey, wahoo. Hustle. Get it.
Lawrence will throw. And trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Defense. Alert flare.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
You're running to a brick wall. You're running to a brick wall, baby. You're running to a brick wall, baby.
Second down and 4.
Mike Spopo. Watch the screen. Pass. 44.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
40. Ready. Check. Five down. Alert for a lock. Check three. Eyes up.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On 2nd and goal, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch 54. Watch the curve. Hey, high 7.
Now Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So for Trevor Lawrence, listen, the hype, the buzz, whatever you want to call it, it just surrounds this guy. One of the most highly regarded draft picks of the last decade or two. What do you think defenses are going to throw at him here in his rookie season?
Well, I think all the edge rushers can't wait to get a shot at him, especially his rookie year, because they want to see if he can handle the pressure when they come at him. But I think defensive coordinators, they know that he's well-schooled and he's very intelligent. They want that pressure on him. They'll throw those normal blitzes. They also want to throw combo coverages in the secondary to see if he can read them.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play fake. Bridgewater. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Agnew now to return. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Second and 11 now.
Hey, Haywood. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 31's the mic. Squeeze, double. 31's the mic. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And Shark calls it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh! Work! We want it! Come Leo! Leo! Switch gears! He's coming! We got double up!
Here's a give to Etienne. And Malik Reed there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
218, chop it! 31's the mic! 6-man.
Now Lawrence.
Check curls.
Buying time to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
You can't block me! Hey, orbit! Check 50!
On play action, Lawrence. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
31's the mic! Coming this way!
Going for it, here's Etienne. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Bound to lose 1.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dwayne Smoot in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Running left, it's Gordon on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Mike's both. Hey, let's get that ball. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Bridgewater. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check, check.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2nd and 8 coming up. They go play action now. Lawrence. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On 3rd down, Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, it got to him. So they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
And returning it, here's Hamler. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Bridgewater's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Jeudy. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You mine. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check, check. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
To the air again with Bridgewater. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Strip that ball.
On 1st down, Gordon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And McManus able to put it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40, Jamal Agnew. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now the handoff comes to Gordon, and he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Right there. Dave, baby. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 5. Mike 5. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Wide, get wide.
They'll run on 1st down. Robinson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Hey, box drop. 31's the mic.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Hey, exit.
3 down, 3 down. 31's the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming.
You better get
I'm
ready,
coming.
quarterback.
31's the mic. Get your swerve.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
In your face. 31's the mic.
Stay with it.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Being chased out left. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it.
Nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Mike 22, he's coming. Hey, lock it. Mike. Come on. You better bring it. Check. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence.
He's checking crash.
Back.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Broncosins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant. It got his man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 72 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From way up at the 23. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 39. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Bridgewater's throw into the hands of Fant. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
250. 44's the mic. Man, 5 down.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. That's caught left side by Judy.
And the Broncos expected big things out of Jerry Jeudy, their #1 pick in 2020. But he really had to make a jump with the injury to Cortland Sutton. Almost 900 yards last year. A nice grab there.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And K.J. Hamler really started to come on strong late in his rookie year. Second-round pick out of Penn State in 2020. Shifty, excellent speed, and good hands that he exhibited right there.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And this one's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Throwing is Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by McManus is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play call.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Now still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
From the shotgun, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down.
Look at me. Door. Check 52.
Now Lawrence to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. Broncos. It's a sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Flush to his right. Touchdown, Broncos. Tim Patrick from 17 yards out.
And the Broncos are on their way to a 2-0 start.
McManus's point after is good, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
On first down, Lawrence.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46.
That's going to be a long day. 6-6, bullet high. Hey, Charlie.
Here's Lawrence. Steps away to his left. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
31's the mic. Hey, watch it. 31's the mic. Hey, here we go. Watch the back.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
22, Mike 22. You better be afraid of me. Hey, Delta. Afraid of me. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Yo, jet 5.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Wahoo!
4 down, even. 31's the mic. Bring it. 31's the mic. I got you. Check 3.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds his running back, Hyde. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Carlos Hyde from 13 yards out.
And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Point
after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Alert! 31's the mic. Here we go. Here we go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all.
Robinson now off the option, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. You.
Throwing here, Bridgewater. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, the
ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Here's Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Check. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Now McManus for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.